So today going to be checking out Fat Joe 520 podcast. Bro, Fat Joe's hilarious. I know a lot of people been watching this shit, but I watched the Jada. Unfortunately, we had some technical issues that day, but watched the Jada and Fat Joe with the 520. That shit was hilarious, y'all. So, fingers crossed. Keep everything, knock on wood, all that shit. But let's jump into it, man. Oh.
Location, man. We're in NYC with a legend, man. It's only right. We're gonna introduce him last, but like I said, I'm the host. My name is DJ Will.
Oh, hold up real quick, y'all. What's that acting done? What is it? This right here. Okay, here we go. Sorry about that. Little bullshit be happening and shit. Niggas gotta fix it and shit real quick and shit, just so that shit can get back to working and shit.
Same gang with me to my far left. We got my dog, Bishop B, heading out the Pearlies. How you what, Nasty?
Chillin', Nasty. Let's get to it, baby. Glad we got my guy in the building.
Come on,
yeah.
None of option. Listen, he got a uniform today, Joe, but his signature is he wear the black ups with the white laces. Now, you the man with the shoes. Have you ever seen the all black forces with the white laces before?
I think I've seen them in every way. I'm not mad at that. I wouldn't wear black laces with them either. I would wear white laces.
Yeah, and if you know Fat Joe, listen, if anybody know who Fat Joe was, especially the stories he be telling and the stories people be telling about Fat Joe, he definitely will rock some black Air Forces with white laces. He'd think it's classy.
That's how I do it.
The shoe guy himself. He usually hate on the spill, but
Them was weak. I ain't gonna lie. Black forces with white laces, not.
You're not fucking with them, huh?
Not at all.
What about the black fives
With the white laces.
with the white lace?
Them fire. Them fire.
He said, because MJ did it, it's cool. But when B here doing it, ain't.
okay,
Okay.
it's all right. Respect.
Still to my right, my dog, Young Nacho, Young T. How you what?
Man, I'm chilling, bro. I'm happy to be here. Y'all know this is my favorite guest because he's the reason I ever collected shoes or I wanted to be rich. So I'm happy about this. I got a story I always tell.
Fat Joe, the reason this nigga Teague wanted to be rich? Huh? Joe? Crack? The Don? I guess.
Stories on the show. Obviously, you was on MTV Cribs.
Yeah.
You licked the shoe or whatever.
That's
and I
crazy.
was like, shit, he got all them shoes. I need that kind of life. But it was another one. You had a white G-Wagon.
Hold up, my nigga. Don't you never in your life tell that story again. Talking about you saw a nigga lick a shoe, and that's what wanted to make. That's some shit that them niggas in the Diddy trial just got off of, bro. Don't never say that. Don't never let you... Look, one time my grandma, she said, I don't never want to hear you say that again.
And you called it the snack box.
Whoa.
Something like that.
I just had a whole bunch of whites.
Yeah.
Used to go from store to store just buying, of course, sneakers, but just boxes of Air Force Ones, white on whites, just
That's how
like,
I
yo,
be
give me
feeling
your
about
48
Pokemon
pair,
cards.
give me your 24 pair, give me your... That's what you told me. One time we did that on camera, where I was going to different stores around the Bronx. But speaking of that, the new Kobe's are real dope. The Air Force, but the strings are like old school big.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna find some less fat laces, same color. That's what I'm gonna do to those things, cause them fat laces.
Come
You
on.
know, I grew up in the fat laces. You really
Is it me? Or is there something off about this beard?
old with the fat laces.
Nah, facts.
Something, hold up.
Come on, man. Listen, we are blessed to have a legend, man. He had us in
What
his
kind of
home
beard
in
is that?
NYC. If you ain't tapped in, tap in. We got the legend,
Look at
man.
it from
Culture,
the side profile
rap,
specifically.
sports. Now podcasting. We got the great Fat Joe in the building, big dog. We appreciate you having us, sir.
I'm happy to be here, man. What's going on? What's going on? Y'all brought the rain.
Oh, no, don't do that.
No, we don't travel with the rain. Might bring the thunder, we won't bring the rain.
So we can't talk about tonight's game, right? Or
Oh, we can do whatever we want to. Yeah.
well,
care.
what do you think? I think Indiana pulls off tonight.
Come on, man. As the
Man.
pacer of me is praying
Spoiler alert, they did not.
the game 7. But the realism
This
is,
ain't my
is
fault.
it
They
could
just
get
dropped
wicked.
this shit.
Shout out to my boy Tyrese, man. Hopefully by the
They
time
just dropped
y'all
this
see
shit.
this, you know what I'm saying, we done got the chip anyway. But I hope he can play, because if he don't, it can get wicked.
Yeah.
You know that calf
Again, the
injury that leads to
Calf?
the hamstring, it can get wicked, man. It's a tough injury.
It didn't lead to the hamstring, my brother. It led to that Achilles. Man, nigga tore his fucking Achilles in the game 7, bro. That's crazy. That's so unlucky.
See him having a good game tonight. If that calf injury is anything serious. I mean, that's a tough way to play, bro.
Nah, it is. It is.
Well, you know me, being that we talking mostly sports, I've never been the guy to hate on a team because they beat my team.
Mm-hmm.
Like Paul Pierce, he's the truth, but he was looking real fake when the Knicks beat Boston. He was trolling us, and I never been that guy. Like I actually been going for Indiana in this finals.
You got the stat.
You know, I just go for who I like. I'm never like bitter and I hate you because you beat us and stuff, even though I did hate Reggie Miller my whole life.
Same.
I did too, so it ain't.
He's from Indy. He hate
What?
Reggie Miller.
I
That don't
did,
even
I
make
did,
sense.
bro. He was really like, and we talk about it all the time. He was like Reggie Miller. I mean, Michael Jordan in our city. Like he was everything to us. You know what I'm saying?
It's everything in this city.
Yeah.
He
so-
said it the other day. They say, do you feel awkward about calling the game? He said, I've been owning this city for the last, Reggie talks.
Did you ever make it to any of those games?
Yeah,
Early on?
all those games.
Dang, so you was there when he scored all them buckets in 9
Point
seconds or
9
whatever it
seconds.
I
was?
wasn't at that game
Oh.
because I probably had like a show or something, but
Man, my man Fats be lying, bro. My nigga Fats Joseph, he be lying. If that nigga was an old-time keyboard player, that nigga name would be Fats Joseph, bro. Just like back in the day. Like Fats Waller, Fats Spudzy, Fats Wallace, shit like that. Yeah, that's my nigga Fats Joseph.
I'm not saying I'm courtside. All those games, when Larry
Just like all them
Johnson hit
piano
that
playing niggas.
play.
4-point play. I was in
That
the
nigga
crowd.
Fats Joseph be lying.
You know what's crazy? You know who I was in the crowd with? AI.
Damn.
So AI was up in New York, and we went to the game together. We was like third row or something like that.
Hold on. No. You was third row?
I was third row at
Wow.
the time. Me and AI. Back then.
What problem Chuck in there?
No, I'm being honest with you. We went to the game last minute. We bought some seats off of Scalpers.
Okay.
Walked up in there. That's what they had. That was the best shit they had out there.
So was them cool seats or no?
Yeah.
Don't do that.
What just gonna talk to you?
Don't
Was it
do
cool
that.
seats or not? I know
Man,
it's
we
back
went
in
to the
the
Better-
Pacer game the other day.
Better seats than I
we
ever
was scared
had.
to post because what
Shit.
you said.
Yeah, they had us.
Should be.
We were sitting up there. We were sitting.
Oh, no.
We was
Never.
Yeah, they was. I was in the suite, but
Yo, never in my life. I won't do
We
it.
was in General Pop. We enjoyed the game.
Jim
I
Pop
get
is
it.
crazy.
I'm just
Where the
saying.
best fans are though. Not down on the floor. You get the
I-
real experience up on that
I left.
100, 200 level. He left the halftime.
Oh, you ain't want to do that.
Yeah,
You know
okay,
who
so
did
that
that
would
to me
mix
one
that
time? And I know him
That
now
is some
way
hoe ass
better,
shit,
and,
low key.
Shout out to him and his wife. They my neighbors down in Miami. But Jamal Mashburn.
Look, if we go to a game together and you leave, I got an issue with you, brother. I can't even hold you up. I got a real problem.
He don't remember this. I met him one time back in the day when he was the starter. And he invited me in the game and threw me in the upper decks. Gave me a ticket,
Damn.
upper deck. When I say I might have been there
Second deck.
2 seconds. I was like, I'm thinking he was the star of Miami at the time. They were like, no, sir, 7th floor. When I went up there, I was like, oh, no, he got me all the way fucked up. I never brought it up.
Shout out to Jamal, man.
He did me.
Monster Mash, bro. That nigga filthy is crazy.
And I'm bragging, yo, I met Jamal, man.
Imagine getting free tickets to some shit and you say, niggas did me bogus. Man, I only wish to be that fucking I can't even hold you up. I think that I've just lived this life for so long, even if I ever get money or if I get any type of celebrity or status or anything, I feel like I'm still gonna be like, shit, I expected the seventh row. I expected the second deck. I wasn't expecting you to get me on the floor. And I think that might be the issue. I think sometimes I allow shit to just, hey, maybe I need to be. No, I'm playing. I think that's just who I am as a person, though. It's like, I'm so appreciative of anything somebody's willing to give me. Pause. And when I look at it, it's like, I'm already 31 years old. So it's not like I'm going to stop being appreciative of the small things because, shit, them come few and far between sometimes.
Burn, yo, I see to the game. I ain't know if it's gonna be courtside or not, but I pray every time when I sit courtside, because I remember when I used to sit up in the last.
Yeah.
I used to see Michael Jordan this little playing against the Knicks. So
Nigga look like a tic tac.
I appreciate it. I'm beyond grateful.
What's the best game you've been to at the Garden?
It would be that. It would be the Larry Johnson. That was like we was like engine number 9. Pick it up. Like that whole fucking
You can get with
arena
this,
just
or you can get with that.
exploded
You can get
when
with
he hit
this,
that shot.
but
At
this
the
is just
same
this
time,
is where
that
it's
shit was
at.
like synchronized fanning. You know what I'm saying?
Did you ever go to the games when Jeremy Lin was here?
I went to all those games.
The insanity.
Can you-
With a run.
My nigga said Jeremy Lin, like Carmelo Anthony ain't play. No, I get what
Still
you about
the-
to
They
ask.
did him dirty. Like he was supposed to be a Knick all the way.
Can you please tell him how many cameras was at the game for him? Yo, it was crazy.
I'm gonna tell you something. Jeremy Lin, Lin Sanity was. It was such a special.
I get it. I was alive. I saw Insanity, but special, great. Like not obviously, cause this is where our niggas always get better than you. Of course, the nigga better than me, bro. I know 12-year-olds who better. No, I don't know. No 12-year-olds. I got cousins who younger than me who better than me at basketball, bro. Like that's what happens, nigga. Like I'm not good. All I'm saying is that nigga wasn't no goddamn Carmelo Anthony or nothing. Nigga was alright. Serviceable. A role player. Nigga talking about special. Nah.
Moment in the history of the Knicks, he don't get enough credit. That boy, you know how, right? So, I used to play pickup basketball,
Okay.
and sometimes I used to wish the Holy Spirit was in it. Because you see some players when they play, they say, yo, the basket look this big to me.
Like possessed.
I never got that. But I prayed for it. Like, I be in the game like, yo, I just want to, will they give me one time to dumb out in here and just shoot it from all over and everything go in? I seen it happen for Khaled. We played a celebrity basketball game in Brooklyn, and he was spinning and getting them in and shooting them from all. I'd seen him catch the Holy Ghost. I never caught it in basketball. And so Jeremy Lin had the Holy Ghost. Just couldn't do nothing wrong. And so I'm glad that the DNA and the mindset of the Knicks is different now. You know, they reward you if you do good. They reward you. At that time, I was really furious as a fan. And all I truly am is a fan. I really have no opinion to sway James Dolan or the Knicks or anybody like that. I'm just like a fan like everybody else.
No, for sure.
I want to ask you a question about that. Teague always said no matter what, if the Knicks were good, bad, or different, the Garden is always cracking. What was the crazier moment, the Linsanity run or the Eastern Conference Finals?
When them niggas not playing, the Garden always cracking, bro. The Garden always got some shit, dope as shit going on there. Like, it's Madison Square Garden. That shit is lit.
Nah, it's the conference.
Okay. You said the city was going crazy.
That shit lit.
They literally
York.
had, that wasn't AI, guys.
What
That wasn't
what
fake.
Alicia
They
Keys say? You know what she said.
literally had 1 million people out in 7th Ave every game we won.
New York.
You know what's 1 million? And New
you know what
York
she said.
cops. I don't know if you have ever dealt with these guys.
What's good,
I'm busting
everybody?
my hat.
Tap in the
Thank
chat.
God, they fell back, which is impossible for a New York cop to fall back.
Yeah.
They were under strict orders. Let them party. Them kids was climbing on the top of the Teletron. Like,
Teletron.
you know,
That ain't what that's called. That is not what that's called. Goddamn Teletron. What the fuck you talking about, my mans? Ain't no Teletrons. Ain't never been no Teletrons. That sound like some shit that the doctor used to see how much bone density you got. Ain't no Teletrons. Ain't no Megatrons neither. It's a Jumbotron, nigga.
Tom Dolan
I'm about
came out, I
Megatron.
believe, every night and handed
Get
a
outta
kid
here.
the game ball. Like, you know, it was just a special time. We coming back. We coming back.
Okay.
I like
Stop lying.
Knicks fans though.
I
Because
don't think them niggas going back. Honestly. I think that Jalen Brunson gonna get exposed next year. He gonna still get a lot of points. I don't think the niggas going back though. And honestly, people be hoeing Cat so much. I think that it might be his first year that he start to trend downwards. And then getting a little older, he been putting a lot of work in. He been trying to get to that place, and they ain't got him nowhere. Not nowhere. So, mark
Y'all
my
rock with
words.
y'all
If
team,
I'm wrong, I'm
bro.
wrong.
Yeah.
Clip
we
this.
got a lot of
Clip it.
we got some solid fans for sure back home, but it took for us to win for our whole city to get behind the pack.
Fair weather fans for sure.
Yeah, y'all behind the Knicks no matter what. Like,
Yeah, you know, I
that's
live in
something that gets
Miami
more-
too.
Yeah.
And Miami is like that too. If they having a tough season, them seats will be empty.
Facts.
If they winning, then it gets crowded. Everybody want to come out
Yeah.
and show out for the city. So that was part of my argument. So I lived in Miami for 20-some years. Every night I'm in the studio arguing with all the Miami Heat fans, and they killing me.
Yeah.
It's like 10, 15 of
bet.
them against me. And I'm
Y'all
like,
niggas was not winning.
and we sucked. So
Yeah.
it didn't help.
Nah, for
Trash
sure.
ass niggas.
Now, was that listen? We always talk about shoes heavy on this show. T, you talk about the kick game, man. A legend. He inspired you. Know what I'm saying? So I gotta run it up and get that heat.
Facts. I mean, from all the shoes. From I remember the Olympic sevens he had in that room on that MCD crib.
That was crazy at the time.
Yeah, I was surprised you had them. Like, I had never seen them at that time. Besides, like,
That
Michael
was-
Jordan and Pitt.
That was crazy at the time. I got a
I don't know shit about no shoes, bro. I know I was just fanning out about the Yeezys on one of my last live streams. I don't know shit about no shoes, though. I can't hold you up. Them Yeezys was just so pivotal when I was in high school. They was like the holy grail of shoe. But I don't know nothing about no Jordans, bro. I thought these was fives. When he was talking about fives with the white laces, I thought he was talking about these right here.
you know, I've had sneakers like the purple Kanye sample. Got them from PJ Tucker.
Yeah.
Shout to Tuck.
So I got them.
Another
I got
guy
the
with a crazy
infrared
ass shoe.
sample, which is leather.
He got a shoe collection too.
That I've got Jordan, a pair of Jordans they made for Prince.
Damn.
It was called Candy Rain, and it's all purple.
What number?
I've been getting off 11s. I've been getting
I'll say this. I know a little bit enough about shoes to name the shoes I like the most. The sneakers I like the most. I'll say the original Yeezys, the Tiffany Air Forces, the Freddy Kruegers. I don't know. I think they Air Forces as well. What's another like dope sneaker that go for something? I think them definitely my top three. I don't know what else because I wouldn't even know. And honestly, I wouldn't even know what to wear with them. So I would buy those shoes and then never fucking wear them. Because what am I gonna wear with those shits, bro? I don't even dress like that. I don't even dress cool. I got on shorts and a tee. Shit. I don't know. It was one. There was one more I was trying to think of, but anyway, let's keep going.
shit, but it's like velvet. He never got to wear it, but you know, I've been dumping a couple of sneakers. You know what I mean? Because I just feel like I'm just so old. What am I doing? I'm looking at big money in the closet, and you know, I could do shit like buy my mother a new house with this shit. Like, you know, just do something with the money. I'm looking at the shit like it's a museum. You know, and I love it. I love the sneaker culture all the way.
Most definitely.
But when you get into it like me, like the type of money I've spent in sneakers is historical. You know, Joe's always buying. My shit is about the way I design my sneaker closet is always for competition and beef. So I'm waiting for somebody to call me out. So it could be like, you sunk my battleship. They bring this shit out. I'm like, okay, well, how about this is the sample that they didn't do of that sneaker. This is what it is. Hello. So you'll come with some shit and you'll be like, yo, this is the sample of this. I said, well, what about the sample of that sample? And I bust that bitch out. And you like, you're fucked.
I'll be seeing you and Mayor, so
Shout out to Mayor.
Mayor's my brother.
Shoe God.
Shout out to the mayor. He's
Nigga
a shoe
just pissed
god.
me off.
yeah,
I
Rest in
almost,
peace.
I almost clicked off this whole
Clark
fucking
Kent.
shit.
for sure.
Another one. After our era came
Talking about
Wale,
Mama, mother.
Little Yachty, 21 Savage. They say he got an ill collection. Offset got an ill collection.
Can Khaled compete with you?
He could now that he came to my house. His shit was like the emoji. You know, when he came to my house. I threw my birthday party last year. I usually always throw a big birthday party. And last year, for some reason, I said, fuck it, I'm going to throw it home. You know, I'm the type of guy, I really don't bring people to my house. You know, but I said,
Most
fuck it, we're
people
going to throw it home. And we had the party of a lifetime. But Khaled flew in for that. And I put him in that closet. That boy walked out of there like dum, dum,
What do you mean by
dum,
that?
dum. He was doing the hyphy.
Yeah.
He understood like, oh no, this guy. But he got shit. Khaled got a lot of shit. You know, Khaled too rich, thank God, alhamdulillah. He's just way too rich.
Nah,
I don't know what the fuck he did. Did he invest in the original Bitcoin? I don't understand. I ask him all the time. He's my brother, my best friend. I'm like, yo, you would? You should. Cause
What's going on? What's really?
what? I'm not. No, I know he's good, but I'm like, you know, Khaled will do some shit where we'll go to a restaurant and he'll be like, I want everything. I mean everything, right? So they'll bring out everything that's on the menu. So you got a whole table. When I say everything, if they have buttered rolls down to lobsters, down to soups, they bring the whole shit out.
That nigga be going down the list and be like, and what is this? And what is this? And what is this? What's this? They'll be like, all right, nigga, come on. The tip probably gonna be crazy. Whoa. Let's just keep going.
Right?
What do you mean by that?
We would eat. There's only like 3 or 4 of us. We eat. Then his wife come in with the kids like an hour later. She's late, and he'd be like, I need everything again. I'm like, huh? My kids can't eat nothing cold. Everything brand new. They bring all that shit again. It was already abuse the first time. You know, so
This nigga is I think he the Sultan from Aladdin, bro. Kind of look like that nigga too. Shit.
and you know, I work hard, man. I'm not starving. You know, I put the numbers up. And then when I look at what he do, I'll be like, yo, this shit is like impossible. Like, I don't know. You know, this shit is like defying gravity.
Sure. I know that's dope. You seeing him though soar like that, because I know that was your youngin. You know what I'm saying? I
Oh,
know.
man, that's
Made by Pete, for
I
sure.
was definitely listening. I'm happy I got to ask you this in person because you made one of my favorite shoes ever. I'm happy to have them on today.
Damn, did I skip
What's the
something?
better feeling?
Hold up.
Going out and hearing
What just
everybody play
happened?
the song that you made or seeing everybody outside?
Hold up.
Or like that, because I know that was your youngin. You know what I'm saying? I know
Man, that's
made my beat for sure.
I was definitely listening. I'm happy I
Damn, that was a hell of a cut right there. I'll tell you that. I wonder what happened when they was talking about Khaled.
got to ask you this in person because you made one of my favorite shoes ever. I'm happy to have them on today. What's the better feeling? Going out and hearing everybody play the song that you made or seeing everybody outside wearing your shoes?
What shoes?
That is an incredible question.
What shoes?
And to answer it is just so similar. You know,
Huh? Fuck you talking about, Joe?
cause I was I was like in Dubai or something, right? When them sneakers came out,
Yes, sir.
and the lines was all around it. It's so. First of all, I have the #1 selling Air Force One for that year. Nike don't tell you the statistics, but that shit was sold out. 10 to 15 minutes, it was sold out. Fuck America. It was sold out everywhere. Dubai, China, wherever.
Right.
And
globally.
And so I would get all these pictures of random people online, and I'm like, wow, they really buying the sneaker, man. You know, it was really special, bro. It was really special for somebody to buy a logo. That logo come from my projects. You know what I'm saying? We used to write graffiti. There's just such a huge history behind Terror Squad. You know, not just as rap. You know, as a graffiti crew, as a hip hop crew.
Hold on real quick. I gotta look this up. I know I could do it without pausing it, but I wanted to give it a second. I want to hear the rest of what he got to say. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I guess. Smooth.
So this shit is crazy, but making a hit.
Yes.
You know, making a hit record's a miracle. Like if you're a one-hit wonder, God bless you, because you found a way to get on that red carpet. Some girls might have thought you was cute that normally don't think you cute. You made some money. Your dream came true. In life, one of the most incredible and most rewarding things is your dreams coming true. And so, you know, to see the sneaker is unreal, but making a hit record, you know, I had people leaning back. You know, I created that. I said, but people don't dance. Please.
I was saying out the gate, did you think that record was gonna be as good?
You drop 40 to get, like, it's over, man. One thing I know, the only honest thing the record labels ever told me was, they said, you are not Beyonce. If you don't not have multiple tries. If you fail with a song, the album's over.
Yeah.
So they made me to train myself to not only make music, but to hear music as if I'm a program director for the radio or something. So that's why I kept making hits, because I only had one shot deal.
Gotcha.
If I fumbled the ball, it was over.
Man.
So I had to hit every time. At one point I thought it was just a joke. At one point I thought, like, you talk about confident? Like, I thought I was
Just spit it
that
out,
much of a
nigga.
hit maker that I thought, you know what I'm saying? Because for years I kept coming with hits.
Every single year.
And that's around the time I gave Ja Rule the New York record, because Ja Rule and Irv Gotti definitely gave me What's Love. You know, I penned the verses and I did the bridge. Like, when they look at your eyes, there's no stopping me. I want the Dodger, we crack, and the lyrics. But that record was a hit. When I heard it, you know what's crazy is, when I heard it, I knew it was a smash. I recently, when Irv Gotti died, I asked my wife, I said, because she went with me to the studio that night. They called me like 3 a.m, was like, yo, come to the studio. They was like on fire.
My nigga Joe.
And
tell the story.
So I asked her, I said, yo, let me ask you a question. You was with me tonight, because I know my story, my side of it. I always tell it. And I was like, how did you feel when you heard that record? You know, when we got back in the car going up to the barn, she said, I knew our life changed forever.
Damn.
She said, I knew that shit was a smash. Like, she was like, I knew we was up.
Damn.
And that record got white people to know Fat Joe. It was only black and Spanish people knew Fat Joe before that. And then I took my shit off spring break. I went topless. I'm the first fat nigga to go topless. Okay?
What do you
That's
mean
crazy.
by that?
I just gotta say that topless is crazy.
Don't let Rick Wells tell you. Don't let Cali. Don't let none of them.
Gotta tell the end. What do you
Well, none of
is
them.
The pioneer.
I went to MTV spring break. Spring, not
Legend.
before that. And I came up there
Yeah.
topless with the Fendi fur.
The
And
Fendi fur is
man,
crazy.
These white people, okay? Because I was selling 5,000 a week. I knew the numbers, right?
Yeah.
5,000 a week. They showed that shit. Then I started watching like Saturday Night Live, shit, Soapbox, the whitest shows in America. There's this guy, and they put an arrow on the crack of my ass, you know what I'm saying? And they be like, his name is Joey Crack. This guy's amazing. Shit start going up 10,000 a week, 20,000 a week, 30,000. Like once they caught that What's Love, shit was out of here, double platinum, 2 million.
Damn.
Double plat.
And prior to that, the only Latino solo artist who ever did that was Big Pun. I mean, you know, we discovered Pun, rest in peace. So, you know, we was putting that shit out the park. But to tell you about, you know, when you on a run, it's like you talk comparing music to basketball, the fucking rim was this big. Like I thought, it's just everything. You make it rain. If you think about how many people just say "make it rain,"
Are you the first to make it rain?
yes, no, I'm the first to quote, make that term. I made that term, make it rain. When I'm looking at the Black Panther and the dude's chasing the Black Panther, he shoots in the air and the money goes, and he goes, make it rain. I'm like, fuck. I'm watching bank commercials and they're like, make it rain and all type of shit. I made that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I could tell you, shout out to my man Stan, who's very successful in the hip hop game now, but at that time, he owned properties. He had nothing to do with hip hop. And we was in Fort Lauderdale eating at a diner.
He be telling parts of the story that don't nobody need to know about, bro. No one needs to know what he did previously. No one needs to know where you was. These are not even details that are part of the story, bro. This is just crazy to me. He just talking. This nigga Fats Joseph is just talking.
Like, yo, man, I went to the strip club last night. I really do believe he was talking about BMF. And he was like, yo, these guys was up in there. Before that, if you, James, you went to a strip club, you had a 10
If he
to
had
20,
said,
you
I
put
was
it
in
the
Atlanta.
girls'
He was
top,
in Atlanta.
you put it in their pants, nobody was making it rain. Right. So I'm there with him, and he's
Nobody
like,
was
yo,
making
he
it
was
rain.
like,
This nigga lying. He lying, bro. People was saying that shit before that song came out. I'm sorry, I lived at this time. I lived in the 1900s, my man. I seen it. You ain't the first nigga that said make it rain, brother. Now I get it. First song, definitely made it go viral at the time. Shit went up. I will agree with you there. But man,
oh, some guys came in the club
you tell some long-winded ass stories, nigga.
last night, and they was just throwing money in there. And I was like, throwing money in there? Yo, money. They was just throwing mad money in the air. I said, what you mean? Like, it was like raining money? He was like, yeah, they made
All right.
rain. I want to believe it was BMF, but I'm not sure. I went
And
in
you
that
don't
studio
even-
that night.
Bro, these could have just been random niggas. This is what I mean. This is how lies and stories develop. from one thing to another. Like you could even man. All right, you know what? I ain't calling Fast Joseph a liar. I'm not. I'm just saying. Sometimes stories get exaggerated after a few years.
Yeah, I'm in this bitch in the terror. I make it rain, make
That's
it
hard.
rain, make it rain on the moles. I make it.
That's
that
hard.
shit happened.
That's fire.
And at the same time, that's when, I mean, we all grew up with Wayne, Hess, especially that
Oh.
time period. That was just the perfect combination, dog.
One thing I've never said publicly, and I'll say it again now, and I'm sorry it's too late, but
Did he said I hold up? I gotta hear it again.
so that night was like, yeah, I'm in this bitch in the terror. I make it rain, make
That's
it rain,
hard.
make it rain on the moles. I make it.
That's
that
hard.
shit happened.
That's fire.
And at the same time, that's when, I mean, we all grew up with Wayne, Hess, especially that
Oh.
time period. That was just the perfect combination, dog.
One thing I've never said publicly, and I'll say it again now, and I'm sorry it's too
Bro, well that don't make sense. One thing I've never said publicly, and I'll say it again. You never said it. You never said it. Oh my.
late, but Irv Gotti told me to get Wayne. He said, "Yo, ain't Lil Wayne your man?" Cause I played it to him, but you know I wrote the hook,
Yeah.
so I played it to him with me, and he was like, "Yo, ain't Lil Wayne your man?" I said, "Yeah." He was like, "Yo, go get him to say this hook." I was like, "For real?" He was like, "Yo, get him to say this hook." He was on fire. And then he did it right quick. Wayne is one of the most generous artists I've ever known in my life. A thing of beauty.
Legend.
Okay, this guy want to help everybody.
What do you mean by
He
that?
looks out for everybody. I love Lil Wayne. There's just no barriers and no. There's nothing that could stop me from loving Lil Wayne, man. He's one of the greatest human beings on earth.
No, for sure, for sure.
What's the best performance you've seen in the ruck?
I say that all the time. It was
KD?
KD.
Had to be.
KD went out there and scored. Oh, man.
Bro, I used to watch that KD video all the fucking time. KD goes to the Rucker. It was like 3 niggas checking him, bro, at a time sometimes, and he was just pulling that bitch up like, ugh, cash. I was like, this nigga is. That's literally when he became my favorite player. See,
KD did what Caitlyn.
I got 5 favorite players ever. It's gonna be my old school favorite player, Magic Johnson. My first favorite player is Jermaine O'Neal. My favorite player of all time is Carmelo Anthony. The best of all of them is probably KD, maybe Magic. And then, like, the last, technically, is Anthony Davis. So, very similar players. Not all in the same play styles, but very similar types of players, to be real with you. Other than Magic. But the rest of them are, like, literally power forwards. Scoring power forwards.
Park did to my Liberty the other day. He was shooting.
I didn't say
he was
greatest
shooting, and
player.
he ain't played ball.
Ron,
He's
Jordan,
playing against
Kobe,
White
them is the
Chalk
greatest
and all those
players.
guys
I was
are
just talking about
real
my
players.
favorite
He was
players.
giving them the business to the point of they dead ass was taking it out. Somebody took it out, pass it to him. I think White Chocolate was on his team, but they was just straight passing it to him, and the whole 5 team was doing this,
Oh.
running up to him like he was jumping over them from
Fucking
90
that.
feet. I don't know how far that shit is. Straight through. Nah, this shit was dumb.
Nigga
I
hit
never
me in
seen
the
nobody
face.
do that.
Threes.
Man,
Handle.
niggas know when to
Bone
show
Collector
up
had
at the
the
wrong
illest handle
time.
out there.
EBC legend.
He was retarded. Like, I mean, like, retarded.
All right, Joseph. Be careful.
The only problem I had with Bone Collector, I always think about that movie, Malcolm X, when the white girl came up to him. I think he was talking at Harvard, and she was like, "I know we messed up. What can I do for you?" He said, "You cannot do nothing for me." Right? So I got a year I'm walking into the park, and Bone Collector comes up to me. This got the best handle I ever seen in the EBC,
I'm
in
gonna
the
let it
ruck,
play
in
for a
the
little
street
while.
basketball. He said, Joe, I gotta be on your team, bro. It's time, this, that. I gotta be with you, this and that. And I looked at him and I said, you cannot help me, brother. And I had to go because he was more of a individual achievement. It was like, at that time, it was what we would call clout.
Okay.
So like he would fuck up a whole game just to embarrass somebody. So he'll be doing this with the game on the line. He's throwing it back off the nigga head, boom, crossing this, dot. I'm like, yo,
Swing that.
He's trying to win.
Nah, you try to win, yeah.
I'm about winning. And the reason I won
I would
most of my
say,
chips is
yeah, I was gonna
because
say, I would say he lying again, but he done won a bunch of. That'd be the thing. I don't think Fat Joe tell lies. I think he just tell exaggerations of true stories. Like I think all the stories be true. I just think that nigga add a little extra, little extra seasoning on that bitch.
he had Kareem Reed, who played for Arkansas, Razorbacks. So Kareem Reed always knew how to pull that shit back. What do you mean by that? It's tough.
What? All right, now, Joseph.
Tied up 8 seconds. And we moving. Most guys are just going.
Yeah.
And he always knew how to make the right pass to the right guy, score the 2, win the game. That
Finish these sentences.
he,
Like,
Sam Cassell, Rondo, I'm a huge Rondo fan. Because Rondo, he got it. You know what I'm saying? Being a point guard is almost like you're, with no disrespect, you're a ballerina. You got to be dancing through there and give it to the right person. So I used to love Rondo, even though he wasn't a big scorer. He knew who to get it to.
yeah, Rondo.
So Kareem Reed, he was a big scorer and he knew who to get it to at the time where you need intelligence. And so what most people don't understand is you could be athletic, you could jump out the roof, but if you ain't smart, I seen some of the best players on earth do the dumbest shit on shot.
Yeah.
And I'm not the one, right? I'm spending my time,
Your money.
I'm spending my money, I'm spending high blood pressure. That shit.
You used to go
That
crazy.
shit 100 degrees out there, humid some days.
Yeah, it's wicked out here.
Right? So I'm out there with you. I ain't making no excuses. And
That's when he
listen,
was actually Fat
you
Joe.
know, do not play for Fat Joe if you're not going to be a blue-collar worker. I don't care how talented you are. Everybody, shout out to my man BJ, shout out to Richie Parker, shout out to all the legends that my man Coach Syracuse.
Bayham or before?
No. The coach right now.
No, what's it? I don't know the coach.
The coach. He played for me.
Oh, for real? Do I go?
Oh, he played the ABC with you?
He played for me
He played
years.
for Squally?
And damn, what's the coach's name? James? Huh? Autry.
There we go. Shout him out.
This man,
Oh, dang, he recruiting Isaiah, my fault.
yo,
Shout out to the gang. I'm gonna see you this weekend, brother.
That's crazy.
let me tell you something.
That's crazy.
What's his name?
Adrian
Coach
Autry.
Autry.
Adrian Autry.
Shout him out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Adrian Autry.
He was good. He never hung out. He never was into bad shit. He came, played his game like he was a real hooper. He's all about the game. He's all about winning, getting the fuck out of there. Ain't nobody talking about his success. Ain't nobody, a lot of guys I thought could have been NBA players, but they were hanging with the wrong crew. They young, out there, God forbid you a little handsome and you dumb nice. It's too many distractions.
Yeah.
So, but Adrian Autry, he was incredible out there. I've seen a lot of incredible people. My favorite player never played for me. He was a guy named the Main Event, and man,
From Man One?
From Jersey?
yeah, but he really played. That's just and one. In Rucker,
Yeah.
He was like,
Street legend for sure.
hold up. He was like Adrian of the what's the guy that got the till this day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No, not Adrian Broner.
No, not Adrian. Definitely.
Deontay Wilder.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Deontay Wilder. Yo, he would dunk like he was knocking
Adrian
you
Broner
out.
said,
And the roar
I'm
of the
cooked.
crowd, he was like this. He was dunking. So this the hoop. He was sleeping on the hoop. Like he was doing dumb shit. Like he was in the air just boom. And you hear the crowd was like,
Yeah.
like it felt like every time he dunked, it felt like he was knocking somebody out.
Yeah.
And I might be coaching the next game with my team, and I feel like I'm missing out. I got to run in there.
Tap
'Cause
in.
this guy was going crazy.
no,
Man,
Joe.
you mentioned those historical moments, and we look at it now.
Don't
So you
do
can
that.
probably talk about this more. Will we get those moments ever again? Like, will we have the legends, the people in the league that everybody look up to come play in the park? Because that, like, for people like me who was younger, like, we watched those tapes. You saw that was an influence on us. You wanted to get good so I could go represent my neighborhood. You see legends like Kobe, you see Katie, they all pulled up. They treasured that. They knew how important playing in the park was. Will we get that ever again, or people make too much money?
I watched everybody.
Well,
man.
we got a game coming up. Terror Squad, the return
Okay.
against John Morant and his team, celebrating the new team, Air Force Ones, the red and white Air Force Ones.
Okay.
Now,
That's fire.
so John Morant is actually going to play in the Bronx, and we're going to do that. But you know, guys always come out. What's my man?
Ain't be having guns in the
The
Bronx.
Spurs just got.
With
Deer
big-
Fox?
Nah, the white boy they just got. Cooper.
Give me
Cooper.
the Dallas.
Oh, he came out here with Slam.
Oh, yeah, young boy. Yeah,
Oh, you
Flag.
talking about Cooper Flag?
Cooper Flag.
He going to
shit
Mavs.
up.
Yeah, he going to the Mavs.
Oh, he going to Mavs? I'm sorry, it ain't the Spurs. He going to the
It ain't
Mavs,
Spurs.
Kyrie and Anthony Davis.
Right.
But that guy came out here.
Put on a show.
He different. Yeah, I seen that Slam game.
Yeah, he wanted them for sure.
He was different. Yeah.
But, you know, this is where you make your name at. You know what I'm saying? Because in the stadium, no disrespect, there's a lot of fake tough guys. So, you know what I'm saying? You out there, just because they got tattoos and purple braids, don't mean they killers and shit like that.
I remember Alimo speaking on
These
that.
guys went to fucking college and,
Yeah.
and not talking them down. You know, Steve Jackson will whip your ass. You know what I'm saying? Stack Jack will not play. I've been in situations with him street.
Street.
Trust me.
He really got Terror Squad through and
But
through.
he don't play.
Yeah.
Is what I'm trying to
Oh,
say.
we're from Indianapolis. We know.
Also, you know.
Spurs fans.
He an
We know
Indiana
firsthand,
boy.
Stack Jackson.
I'm an
You know what they did to
Indiana.
Stevie Jackson
She
one
an
time. They played a
Indiana.
terrible prank on him. And when he came to New York, Jersey for the first time, he was playing with Steph. He was with us. And so he's with us day and night. Shout out to Mama Marbury. Steph mom's just passed away. I love you. She was the queen of Coney Island. So he's with us. So I live in the suburbs in Jersey, and they tell Stevie Jackson, yo,
You keep calling that
next
nigga
door
Stevie J.
neighbors are racist. He killed Joe's dog. I come out the room. I don't know what they did to him. The door's wide open. I'm like, yo, where's Stevie Jackson? They on the floor
Where's
dying
Stevie
laughing. The whole
Jackson?
crew. Yeah, I'm like, where's he at? They're like, yo, we told him the neighbor. I said, you crazy? I ran over there. The neighbor never bothered me in his life. I ran over there. I was like, yo, Jack, nah, fuck that. They kill your dog, man. I'm not playing that shit. I said, yo, like, they're lying. They are lying. It's a joke. I had to
Yeah, he went from 0
bring
to
them down.
Nah, he go 0 to 100.
Yeah,
Nah,
he
but I
crazy.
mean, you know,
See him in the big three. It's still there.
yeah,
Stevie
and I'm
Jack.
not saying that, you know, athletes ain't tough, but I mean, for the most part, thank God you ain't had to live that gangster lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
But them
And we
niggas
gotta
would have been the
take all
first
these-
nigga shot. I can't lie to you. You 6'8" hanging on the block and you come fucking with me? Kapow. It's going no. Hell no. Hell no.
opportunities, whether it's sports, whether it's entertainment, whether it's business, whatever it is,
That air conditioner in there
and
acting
appreciate
like a
it.
little hoe.
And appreciate it.
Knock on wood.
Thank you, brother. Let me get that, bro.
Shout out to Freaky Mike, man. On and off the court doing
You
his
know,
job.
Freaky want that name Freaky no more.
Y'all, him giving you this Diet Pepsi.
First,
He gonna start eating his glizzies with Diet Pepsi.
yo, you Freaky.
Sorry.
He was really just a bottle boy. That's a bottle boy. Should have brought your sparkles out with your Pepsi.
Whoa, that's crazy.
Shout out to Freaky Mike, man. Consummate professional doing his job. Yeah, man, we appreciate you.
Freaky did contemplate changing your name.
That he ain't
Yeah,
even.
he signed a deal.
He signed a deal.
720 deal, bro. You cannot.
So you got to keep the name, even though
Yeah.
He got T-shirts and everything. He got
it's
merch on
on
the way.
fire right now. That name right there is like, sheesh, it's selling. Oh, fuck it.
You said you about making money.
I can't lie. He said it's selling.
Yeah, he in the TLC deal, man.
So he's
I don't need you talking to them too much. Give me too much game. Stay in New York, Joe.
The Rad Ford already paid for it. You remember it was 25,000.
That's crazy.
See, I bought a couple $300
got
dollars.
some good sneakers on though for them.
Oh yeah, you gonna take care of. We gonna make sure you look good. We gonna make sure you look good, Joe. Hey,
The real night of Indiana.
The uniform gonna be right.
oh yeah,
Yeah,
oh,
Mike for sure.
yeah. Keep
Silk
tight,
Night of
Taylor.
Indiana.
You know what I mean?
You know that shit crazy though, man. You know the 730 deals and all that shit.
7:30.
That shit is
Damn.
nuts.
I want to ask you, man. What's the
Say a nigga said. What is
who
that?
get the flies? What borough in New York get the flies?
I don't know.
People telling me
We
Brooklyn.
No way.
Just
No,
saying.
we historically always say Harlem because of what Harlem meant to
Excuse me.
black people historically over the years. Like every black person who was ever successful from anywhere on earth wanted to get to Harlem.
Yeah.
You know, you see like Godfather of Harlem, I just did that too. But, you know, so we always just say Harlem. I don't know if that's necessarily true now. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got a little bit of swag to bring to the game.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But, you know, I know I throw that shit on
Come on.
bad. Mercer's, I've been hurting these guys a long time out here with the drip. The drip is out of control.
I'm gonna go Bronx, especially in the new age, because when you look at a lot of the young streamers who came out of the Bronx, including Kai, Phantom, and all of them, they can dress good. But also the rappers and the other artists who come out the Bronx too.
Got a problem.
Go Bronx.
Now I think I need to see like
Harlem
rehab.
back in the day,
Like,
though,
I
like
wonder
you
if they
said, though.
have it, like shopping rehab.
Shoppers
You
Anonymous.
shop that much?
Yeah, I do. And
You gonna wear stuff twice?
I wouldn't say that. I won't wear it 3 times. But you know, if I wear some shit and they ain't take a picture of it, I'll wear it again.
Okay, double back.
Yeah, I'll double back. But the 3rd time it's pretty rare.
So
But,
are we gonna see this again?
You might. Depends on how many views you get. Your shit ain't popping.
Say if it don't go viral, we could.
that bitch coming right back out. You gonna see me. You gonna see me somewhere else. Like, oh, that motherfucker lied. He came back out with that shit.
Nah, it's probably you get it off again. But it's funny, one of your closest friends happened to be his vet, Mike Bibby.
Yeah.
You know, you talking about your shoe story, running into the crib, you know what I'm saying, Bibby trying to choke you out of the shoes. But till you gotta tell him how, you know what I'm saying, how he blessed you.
Oh, Bib?
Yeah.
Oh, so Bib, man, that was my vet, man. He did so much for me in my career. He bought me my first ever watch. Spent $20,000 on me one night. Just bought me a watch or whatever. But for my Christmas gift that year, he gave me the anniversary J's, the 1 through 23, all white. Yeah, he blessed me with them. But then I tried to get some PEs from him, like you did. And he gave me the Jumpman PE. He tried to say I was lying.
To Bibby, I think sneakers are sneakers. So he's giving me some Jumpman shit too. And
Yeah.
he giving me some horrible sneakers too. So for the most part,
Mike.
Yeah.
90% he gave me the fly shit, but he didn't realize that wasn't. And I'm like, So that's why he got mad at me when I
Yeah.
went. One of the best guys, shout out Team Dime, his
For sure.
mom,
Yes,
his whole
sir.
family. These are beautiful, beautiful people. Mike Bibby's one of my closest friends. It's so weird too, right? Because I don't know if y'all know, right? Fat Joe hung out every day either with AI, Bubba Chuck at his prime, or Stephon Marbury when he's getting 20 million. Like these was my best friends. So I might have even made them closer because I used to hang out with them every day. Now when I get tight with Mike Bibby, it was just
He's talking about other people not hanging out with the right people. Nigga, why the fuck with them niggas hanging out with you?
it was probably been awkward to people because they like Mike Bibby, like all the way from Sacramento, Phoenix. How Joe with them and they Mike Bibby's TS,
For sure.
but we just got really really tight with each other like that. But yeah, I mean, I think he was like the odd. Like if somebody looked at it and said, "All right, I understand AI, I understand Steph," but Bibby became tight with us like that too, and to this day, he's tight with us. You know what I'm saying? He's a beautiful guy.
That's my guy right there.
I wanted to ask you, man, what's the artist that you ain't worked with that you want to?
You know, I've always wanted to work with Dr. Dre and never got the opportunity to. You know, everybody else I worked with Jay-Z, Eminem,
When?
worked with
What's the
Jada, my
Fat Joe and
business
Jay-Z
partner.
song?
Yes.
I've worked with Game, I've worked with Snoop, I've worked with
Chris Brown for sure. That another,
Eminem, Chris Brown.
another round.
That stepped your game up. Oh,
that
I
have
talk,
together.
your wife might know them numbers, man. Don't come with the summer of 18 if she was your wife. You be fucked up. You be fucked up for that.
All the way up. Jay-Z
What a
was
dream
on All
come
the Way
true to
Up.
work with somebody like Chris Brown.
Yeah.
All the Way
To
Up
me,
remix.
he's,
Or the
or
GOAT.
Michael
Yeah.
Jackson.
Didn't listen to it.
Right now he's on tour.
Yeah.
Michael
He's
Jackson?
flying through the air. Like I've never seen a guy trying to die. Let me tell you something.
We rolling.
We go ahead and take it.
We rolling, right? Let me tell you something.
What just happened?
I don't use drugs.
What? Bro, you can't do a cut like that in the middle of the pod and then come let's see.
I don't really drink. If I do, I drink Sorisa, Puerto Rican rum. Besides that, I never smoked a cigarette in my life. I'm addicted to Diet Pepsis. And so
That's crazy.
if I do die, I'm going to die because of that.
That's crazy.
Now I'm just telling you real talk.
Did y'all restart the podcast to say that?
If a doctor gave me a bad, God forbid, diagnosis,
Jeez, Joe.
and it
This
breaks
nigga
down
really
to a
is
Diet
Fats
Pepsi, I
Joseph.
knew what the fuck I was doing. I mean, I drink 20, 30 of them shits a day. I got refrigerators all
What?
around my house. Indoor, outdoor.
But they nasty.
Hey, horrible. That aftertaste is crazy.
Bro, the
Joe.
aspartame.
Well, you know I'm diabetic, so I've been diabetic since I was a kid. So I stay off the sugar. So I understood when you was telling us earlier, no bread, no this, no carbs, stay up off. That's how I live my whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so I try to, you know, I want the sweet taste, but I don't want the sugar.
Yeah.
And so out of all of them, my favorite has been Diet Pepsi. I drink them all. I love a Sunkist, Diet Sunkist, Diet Snap.
You didn't train, but he didn't train his taste buds to be awful. Like,
Yeah.
No, my shit. I've been
To
drinking
be
it
awful.
for like 14.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've been drinking this
No,
for
but
Yeah.
14.
you trained yourself.
My mom, she got some shit done. As you know, she got smaller when I was a kid through surgery, and she could only eat sugar-free things. And I grew up eating sugar-free stuff a lot of my life. I do not eat sugar-free things as an adult. No, I eat sugar constantly because when I think back to those days of Diet Mountain Dew is gross. Diet Mountain Dew is one of the worst tasting. One day she had some Diet Mountain Dews at her house, so I took one just for old time's sake. See how maybe it bring back some nostalgia. And I'm like, I drank that. I was like, this is gross. It's disgusting. I would rather drink water that fell on the floor, and then I had to scoop it back into the cup by hand.
Like,
Yes.
for you to
Enjoy all.
For you to even be
But I like
under
Diet
30, for you to be under 30 popping a Diet Pepsi is crazy. There was no
Diet
way
Coke is
that
good
was
with
okay
a
back in the day.
hamburger.
Had to be for you because you was
Drink
ill.
Diet Pepsi.
At 14,
That's another glizzy type shit.
not really
Whoa.
glizzy. It's not.
To drink a Diet.
No, I'm just saying. We kids, so we had like squeezes, Capri Suns, stuff like that. And you got a Diet Pepsi is like, what we doing, bro?
A Diet Sun kid.
Had to
We
be
all go
raised
the
by his
store.
grandfather.
We all go to the store. He like,
I was trying to picture what that can.
That's how I feel when I see
It's
somebody
white.
smoking a cigarette outside.
Diet, a
He's
lot
old
of
school.
when you think about a lot of Diet Pops, they all got white cans. Yeah, Diet Sunkist is just a white can of Sunkist.
There ain't no young kids smoking a cigarette outside.
They got
So y'all saying, by the way, Joe, you're also giving your age away drinking the Diet Pepsi.
Now, typically Pepsis and Newports go hand in hand. I don't know about the diets, so that might be a different avenue.
yeah, that's my whole.
If you see an OG with a Pepsi, he got a square somewhere around
No,
the grip of the
yeah.
rest.
Yes.
That's
the
true.
vibe.
My boy JB, he's like that. He won't stop. He got the
Damn.
Newport
Pepsi
Pepsi.
Diet
Yeah.
Pepsi is like
Ew.
portable hookah. You got a portable hookah with a
Ew.
It's crazy.
Old as shit, right?
Ew.
Y'all, at least that's carrot.
Nah, for sure. So when people book you though, they gotta how many Diet Pepsi they gotta have on deck? Is that
I want. I don't
that's
want.
mandatory?
I don't want nothing. I don't want no liquor. I don't want no food. I don't want nothing. I want some Diet Pepsi. When I come here, James got the Diet Pepsis.
Nah,
ready.
respect.
That's crazy.
That's my thing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's always funny because they both dabbled in booking artists for parties and stuff like that. Everybody, they need 35 chicken wings, they need a fruit tray, all the stuff they gonna walk in and never touch. You know what I'm saying? Nah, just make sure you got that water and that Diet Pepsi.
I have a diet, some Diet Snapples, sugar-free Red Bull if it's really late at night, and then some Diet Pepsi. That's it. I don't need nothing else. If you got little strawberries in there, whatever, I'm good.
Okay.
I got the least complicated rider ever created. Not that the promoters ever gave a fuck and gave us what was on the rider anyway. I know wanky promoters.
I was a janky promoter.
You was a janky promoter?
Yeah, I used to invite people. I had a birthday party, a birthday weekend.
Historic.
When I played, I ain't never get what's on that rider. I just come back there and start talking to him like, yeah, well, it's about this crazy out there. Like we about to.
You know who booked me for a show one time in Chicago was Anthony Mason, rest in peace. And every gang member in Chicago was in that motherfucker. They had a pimp, was a midget. And he got up and had a Mac 11 under his seat. That's how they...
You see what I'm saying? Like, come on, man. The midget with the Mac 11, this nigga is just doing alliterations.
dangerous. This fucking place was.
Jeez.
And they just kept having like baby riots all over the club. Like they was fighting over here and fighting over here and fighting over here. And man, Anthony Mason looked at me and said, yo, Joe, just go. He was like, just go. Leave. And I was about to leave. Like this lean back was #1 on earth. I was about to leave and I turned around. I was like, oh, my DJ was out before me. That motherfucker ran past me. That was LV. He was gone. Like, I'm talking about this shit, what they say, the function.
Yeah.
This shit was activated. When you see a little pimp on a midget pimp, a small guy with a pimp with a Mac 11 under his shit.
That nigga said,
His shit was scary as fuck. Anthony
Nigga worried
Mason,
about
he's
saying,
one tough
"Alright,
guy. He was like, go, just leave, forget it, don't just go. And then I turned around and I said, fuck that. I told the DJ, I said, man, turn that shit on, man. Let's go.
Yeah.
And he said, bam, 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 bam. It was like motherfuckers was fighting. They stopped. Next thing you know, they like, hey, man. They said the whole place started going crazy, but I couldn't leave. I would have never heard the last of that. Yo, you was pussy. You ran out of Chicago. You ain't want to perform.
That's hard.
And that's crazy because, like, this is a wild environment. I'm not supposed to perform under these circumstances. I know that I am who I am, but this is a wild work environment. So for you to still do your job in that situation, salute to you.
Jadakiss was there that night, too. He was in the staircase. I seen him. I was about to tell him about that. Like, I was like, that was a wild... I don't know, but sometimes when people get high, they don't even know what's going on. So they oblivious. They don't... My brother used to get high. They be shootouts. And he's like doing ballerina steps. And he don't even... I be like, yo, you not hit? You all right? You good? I'm touching his clothes. And he was like, but what are you talking about? I'm like, yo, they was shooting the place. You in the middle of the shit. Like, what's up? Like, some guys, they get high. And ignorance is bliss. They don't know what's going on. No. I don't know that the midget got
That's
the
just
back 11. Fucking all those guys, all the gangs in Chicago, they saw the enemy and they was just fighting all in that shit. Like I'm talking about. This shit was crazy. And I'm just like, yo, Anthony Mason was like, yo, just leave, please. Don't worry, just leave. And I was like, fuck that, man. We got to tear this shit down. I've been in a lot of, unfortunately, hostile environments. Now I'm on a level where, you know, I mostly only do concerts and arenas and they paid already.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It was done. You know, I once made a guy pay me with quarters.
what?
So we had a show in Tampa, and you know, they used to give you your first half and then they give you your second half when you get there.
What?
I'm there, it's Mobb Deep, there's a bunch of rappers on the bill, and the guy saying he ain't got the money. The place is ram-packed. That's when you really mad. When the place is ram-packed and the promoters telling
Ram-packed?
you ain't got the money, they feel
That
like
must
you're
be
not
an
from that
upgrade
town
from
or whatever that
Jam-packed.
case may be.
Never even
I
heard
was
that
like, yo, my
saying.
man,
Place was
you
rampant.
giving us that money. And all the rappers was talking the same shit to him. We got the money. They had like a soda machine. In there. We broke the fucking lot and took all the quarters out the soda machine. I'm talking about a lot of quarters and paid ourselves in quarters. That's a true story. All these artists was there.
Bro. Fast Joseph, you done pushed the line at this point, my nigga. This is crazy work.
There was plenty of New York artists there waiting to perform. They all got tight. They ain't think about that. When we walked out with the bag of quarters, they was like, yo.
Y'all walk out like Santa with a bag of quarters.
These motherfuckers got paid. Like,
It look like the Monopoly
Quarters is
man
crazy.
with
Now,
quarters.
you talk about some hostile environments. What's one of those like unlikely situations, like a bar mitzvah? He was like, y'all booked me for this, but fuck it, we here.
now, I get booked for bar mitzvahs all the time now. Fat Joe, a household name.
That's fire.
And we love it. Keep coming, my brothers. But the wildest thing, you know, I got kidnapped in Africa. You know that story?
Man, what?
Yeah,
no.
Kidnapped.
Oh, shit.
I thought I'd be everywhere.
No, I got kidnapped in Africa. I met homeboy Davido, and he said, "You
Oh, yeah,
met
Davido, the guy.
Davido told me I met you 20 times in my life." I said, "What?" He's like, "Every village, every hood you perform in Africa, I was there. I was the little kid there watching Fat Joe." He said, "Nope."
That nigga was going to the same village. That nigga was going to one place.
I don't care if they from Africa. Nobody ever been into the
I'm
fucking
not
villages
trying
of
to-
Africa like Fat
Obviously,
Joe.
Fat Joe got
Like
a
I was like really
extensive
playing games out there. Like I was,
Just
it was
joking.
it was a time where America tried to front on me. it's one thing when you got a certain pay level, right?
Yeah.
And I guess I wasn't hot, and they was trying to play with my money, but Africa was paying what I'm used to. So I lived in Africa for like 2 years. I wouldn't stop. Every week I was in Africa, you know, Angola, Rwanda, Ghana, Gabon. There's a place called Djibouti in Africa.
I know. We talked about that when I was in school. Djibouti.
Djibouti.
Yeah.
I met the guys who
No,
killed.
Freaky Mike. Yes.
No, I met the guys.
Oh.
No Freaky Mike.
What do you mean by that?
360 intended. Yeah, listen.
Whoa. Whoa. Whoa.
What do you mean by that?
So, I
They
met
need
the
a
guys who
couple
killed Bin
flex
Laden
bombs.
there
Damn.
in Djibouti. So, fun fact.
What?
Djib-
What?
What do you mean by that?
What?
Djibouti, Africa is close to all that. Or wherever it's popping. I don't know if it's Pakistan,
All that.
Afghanistan, this, all that shit. Djibouti is the closest place, and they got an army base, American Army base. And I met the guys. I was in like a 5-star hotel, and ladies. And they was like, yo, we the ones that killed Bin Laden. I was like, yo, they was like, right from here, we went. But another story, man. I met some.
Oh, bro. Oh, my God. He gives the unimportant part of the story and then doesn't tell anything else. This is so crazy.
I met kings. I met daughters of kings and then presidents and
Probably has.
in Africa. I mean, there's a place called Equatorial Guinea in Africa. All they talk is Spanish. So you would go in there, everybody's talking Spanish. And they would book Fat Joe every year, like thinking, you know, I'm from Equatorial Guinea. And I talk to him in Spanish and perform. Just so many places. South Africa, Somalia, Zimbabwe, Kenya.
I'm saying technically Spain is
Tanzania,
close to Africa.
And you was everywhere.
Morocco.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
Everywhere.
Yo.
I went on tour in Africa with Akon.
We thought you got kidnapped, like really kidnapped.
Got kidnapped. I got kidnapped in Angola, Africa, by a guy. He was a warlord.
I
They had
forgot.
civil war.
Oh my God, bro. I forgot that was even a part of the story. This nigga started lying on another lie. That's how he get away with this shit. It's like you forget the first lie. Nigga Joe.
So when they made peace, they gave everybody who was a serious player a piece of the action. He was in charge of the tourism. He kidnapped DMX as well. Ja Rule was with me. When you interview Ja Rule asked him, did he get kidnapped in Africa? You know what kidnap means? You can't go home. When he eat lobster, when he eat whatever, you can't go home. He was like, you know, so we went out there for one show,
This nigga
and
is
he
getting
wound
out
up
of hand.
sending, he
getting
paid
out
us a
hand,
lot
y'all.
of money,
I
we can't lie.
to you. I'm
And he
about to
wound
warm
up
my
sending
food up.
more money to
This
my
nigga's
manager.
tripping.
When I thought the show was over,
This nigga
and I'm
is
thinking I'm
tripping right
leaving,
now.
he was like, yo, manager. And I called my manager, and my manager was like, yo, this dude said, wow, Brad, you got to stay there. I was like, fuck you talking about? I got to stay
I'm
out here.
flabbergasted
He's like, nah, y'all
and
got to
confused.
stay. You got to do 2 more shows.
'Cause I'm not getting
So
it.
we were like held against, it was like a friendly extortion.
Friendly extortion is crazy.
There's no other way to explain this shit. That
Clearly.
motherfucker was like, radio. Oh, Busta Rhymes was out there with us too. But now Busta Rhymes, beautiful, lovable guy, but he has a short fuse. So Busta, I was almost became his mentor or his psychiatrist. So I gotta be like, yo, Bus, you gotta chill. These kids got guns, and we don't have guns, Bus. We're not gonna beat these guys. Like, you gotta chill. Fuck that, Joe. Like, you know, Bus is crazy. If you really know him, he go nuts. So, you know, I had to talk him off the cliff. You know what I'm saying?
Get wicked.
Yeah.
Why
I'm
is
thinking you really
why is B Hen and Joe's distance so close compared to Jeff and DJ's?
got kidnapped.
Oh,
Like,
oh no. How about you go to Africa?
nah, I'm saying I thought it was gonna be dark.
Christmas time. It's not dark. It's Christmas time, and the man telling you you can't leave. You thinking, fuck the money he sent. He's gonna make them give it back. I'm thinking he's gonna force us to give him the money back. I don't think I'm ever really gonna see this money.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm thinking, yo, I'm kidnapped.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know, in Colombia, they used to do that to a lot of like Spanish
He was about to say they did
entertainers,
that
like
to me.
legends. You know, the cartel would get them to perform at the wedding, and at the end they'd be like, yo, I need that bread back, or you not leaving.
That's
You know what I'm
great.
saying? So I thought shit like that was going on.
That boy Joe done told his wife so many lies that nigga gotta actually make them truths in person, bro. He gotta be like, I gotta go to every podcast. Bro, I got kidnapped. Remember, I was telling him. Then this clip go viral, like, see? I got kidnapped. I'm like, all right, Joe.
You talk about the level of stress of being stuck in a place and somebody telling you, like, I'm a shot caller. Well, in my mind, I think I'm a boss, a legend, a don
Boss.
anywhere.
Yeah.
When you are helpless and you can't talk that shit like I'm talking to you right now, you just like, they came to me. So the way you eat, they got a cool hotel there. Angola, Africa, I'm talking about. So everything's buffet style. They got lobster, steak, everything. A lot of white people go over there for oil and for diamonds. It's not a poor country. But it is, though. Heavy corruption. So I'm sitting there, and there's two guys
Impoverished
looking
country.
at me,
It's not a poor country.
and they come by my table and they
impoverished.
slip me a card. The card is the U.S. Embassy, right? So they give me the card. They sit back down. This, that. I leave some. So I walk over there. I say, "Yo, what's up?" They say, "Oh, you okay?" And I'm not pussy.
Wow, he snitching.
So I'm not gonna be like, "Yo, they got us. They won't let us go. Yo, they said." He said, "Are you okay?" And I was like, I'm like, yo, why you asking? It was like, you know, we the guys who got DMX out of here. The guy you with kidnapped DMX. He's a warlord. Like I said, by then I knew I was already kidnapped. And they was like, look, if you call this number, we'll be here in 10 minutes. You go down to the parking lot. Somebody pick you up, jump in the whip, and we'll get you out of here. And I was like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? But I felt like the man paid me so much money, I had an obligation to actually do the three shows, because it was like a lot of money, guys.
That nigga need to make a movie, bro.
I'm mad at it.
It's a hell of a story. But
Yeah, it's hey man, I
They-
would have jumped in that car so fast. I was like, no, we don't got a car. We go down.
You know, the man knew. He could tell. People used to serve him and they won't look at his eyes. He looked beautiful. He was like Muhammad Ali. But
What do he keep calling niggas beautiful for? Maybe it's me, but geez.
What do you mean by that?
he's a bad guy. And he knew I wasn't pussy. He knew it. He would tell me too, because they speak Portuguese, and he'd be like, Cartagena, call me by my last name. You gangster, huh? And then he be looking at me like he knew if this was under any other circumstance, I'd have jumped out the roof already. He knew, he could tell. He was like, yo, I know I got you. You can't do nothing. And it was what it was, bro. We got home.
I'm flabbergasted.
What better way to end it with a legendary story like that, man? One time for Fat Joe.
Look, let's just.
We appreciate you, man. One time for Up NYC, Joe and Jay.
That
If you're not
was-
tapped in, tap in. They going crazy, man. We appreciate y'all. We be back next time. Club 520.
And then they cut out parts. Yeah, man. Hold up. I fucking.
I took control, went solo,
We
and
don't
built my.
care about that. I'm sorry, bro. Let's get back in here. Yeah, G. I'ma just say it. I'ma just be honest. That nigga Fats Joseph probably lying. Probably lying. Also, they cut out a huge segment. You can see. You can see. Them niggas came back to the show and did more. We didn't even finish, bro. Hey. Shout out Joseph. Shout him out. No applause. No, that was not a great one. I'm sorry.